What's up, guys? Brian Grant here of ContestChampion.com, and I just woke up from a relatively short nap, as I've been up for the majority of the night grinding away in the Gwenpool arena here, trying to get Gwenpool as the featured 4-star champion. And those of you who tuned into the live stream last night know that I was in a pretty rough spot. I was at 9.8 million, and I ended the live stream around 1:45 in the morning, and I had up until 1 p.m. of that same day to get as many points as I possibly could. So less than 12 hours, and my goal was actually to hit 14 million. And I was going to try to pad that score just a little bit, but I figured 14 million was the minimum that I was going to shoot for. And yeah, the results, they're technically not completely in here yet, but we can still see exactly where I placed. So if we actually first, let's take a look at the reward system. So you have to come in the top 400th place here in the entire world to get the featured 4-star champion. So not many people get this featured 4-star champion, guys. It's only 400 people in the entire world. There's millions of people playing this game, and yeah, only 400. So if we take a look at the actual leaderboard itself, oh man, 425th place. That stings a bit, guys. That hurts. Yeah, so 425th. I didn't quite make it to my goal of 14 million. I stopped at 13,735,000. I just couldn't do it. I could not get there. To make matters worse, somebody sent me a picture over on Twitter. Let's go take a look at that right now. And yeah, you can see here that they ranked exactly 400th place. So we know the exact cutoff for this arena. And look at the score. 14 million, almost exactly, 14,020,000. I was so close. If I could have made it to my goal, I would have very likely gotten this champion from the arena. I would have most likely gotten Gwenpool as the 4-star featured champion. Oh man, because I would have definitely padded the score just a little bit if I got there, and you know, maybe done an extra few rounds just to really secure the spot there. And I mean, I guess it's a good thing for this guy that I didn't quite make it there, because if I did, then he would have been 401st position in the world. But there's always going to be a 401st position, right? Somebody else out there unfortunately has that position right now. So congratulations to this guy for pulling it off, though. This is their first featured 4-star, so that is awesome. I know that feeling because it was not that long ago when I got Howard the Duck as my first featured 4-star champion. So, but I didn't make it this time, guys. I didn't quite make it. Did not quite make it. And those of you who said, you know, it should be easy for me now to get featured 4-star champions because I was able to do it the one time with Howard the Duck. It's not easy, guys. I don't know if it's ever going to be easy to get the featured 4-star champion. Maybe there'll come a day where I have such a gigantic roster that it will be easy, but right now it's not. And when I got Howard the Duck, I scored 15.5 million, and I had 32 teams that I could rotate in the arena. And now, since I've been preparing for Cable, I have 39 total teams, and I still couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. So yeah, we're going to talk about where I went wrong in a little bit here, but I want to talk about the arena system in general, because a lot of people feel like there is a problem with the arena system where only 400 people are actually getting this champion. Only 400 people are getting the featured 4-star champion from arena, and beyond that, only the top 5% are getting the basic champion from arena. So yeah, people don't like that system, so I want to kind of give my thoughts on it. My thoughts is that I like the system, actually. You might think I'm crazy. I'll explain, guys. I will explain. You guys have been watching every night. Well, I mean, some of you have been watching and tuning into the live streams every night where I've been preparing to get Cable. I've been putting everything I have into the game, preparing to get Cable, because I know it's going to be a very tight race. I know that it might break records as far as the score goes for the people who hit the top 400, for the people who get Cable as a 4-star featured champion. And I like that, man. I like that. I like having something to do in this game. I like having that drive. That's probably the biggest reason why I play this game, because there's always something to shoot for in this game. There's always some kind of reason to keep playing, to keep pushing yourself, to do better, to improve your roster. And I've been doing that. I've been doing that this entire time I've been playing this game. Not just, the past week where I've been, boosting up my roster as much as possible on the live streams. I've been doing that consistently over the past year that I've been playing this game. And I don't want that to end. I don't want it to just be like, oh, you know what? Now we're going to make it the top 1,000 people to get the featured champion, and the top 10% of the people in the game get the basic champion. I don't want that. I want some kind of competition. And the competition, it means that you're going to lose sometimes. And yeah, I mean, like this is an extremely powerful thing. Like, people who are getting these featured 4-star champions, they're putting themselves in a very good position in the game, basically. I mean, it's mostly with the prestige system. Sometimes it has to do with the champion just being very powerful, but it has a lot to do with the actual prestige system itself, where the champions that come out, the new ones, they have a higher prestige, so it puts your alliance in a better position in Alliance Quest, and you can get better rewards that way. And yeah, I don't know. I just like the competition aspect of it. Even though I failed miserably this time, I did not get Gwenpool as the featured 4-star champion. I am going to get Civil Warrior, which I did not have, and I am going to get the 3-star version of Gwenpool, so it's not the end of the world there. And I learned a lot. I learned a lot from failing this time, and that's generally how it goes. You learn a lot more from your failures than your successes. And the thing is, if you have a kind of a defeatist mentality of, it's impossible, the system is broken, it's impossible for me to succeed here, then you're not going to succeed. But I don't have that mindset, guys, and it's really important to not have that mindset. If that's the kind of mindset that you have, you need to get over that. And that's just the reality of it. Is there's tons of things that I could have done way better, and I would have succeeded here, and I would have gotten Gwenpool. And it's better that I failed in a situation like this than Cable, which is a champion that I want more than Gwenpool here, or just some other featured champion down the line. It's better that I kind of learned from this and learned from my mistakes early on here. Same thing how I've learned a lot from that live stream I did where I was going through Road to the Labyrinth. I got through it, but I consider that, like, for the most part, a failure because of the amount of units that I had to spend, because of how poor I was playing, and it really, I learned a lot from it. You guys might not think so. You might not have seen it yet in action, but I have learned a lot from that, and yeah, it's gonna only feeds my hunger of wanting to get through Labyrinth of Legends that much more, and same thing here. My failure in getting the featured 4-star champion, my failure in getting Gwenpool as the featured 4-star, it's only feeding me that much more to improve my game, improve my strategy and stuff like that going forward. And I'll just name a couple of things right now that I could have done better. I could have timed things out way better. You guys know that I've been making a video every single day now, and I've also been live streaming for a couple of hours every night. And I'm not going to stop doing that. No matter what I'm doing in-game, I'm not going to stop doing those things because those things are fun to me. So I knew I was not going to stop doing those things in my my little venture here to get Gwenpool. But I timed things so poorly that I could have gotten an extra round in. The first day that arena started, I could have gotten one extra round, a full round in, if I didn't take so long in making that video that day. If I didn't... I could have planned it out better. I could have gotten that extra full round. That one full round is the difference. The same thing, I could have gotten one extra round before I started the live stream on the final night here, and I thought I timed things out correctly, but I didn't, so I'll have to be more careful going forward, where, I thought I was going to get at least half of my full roster, through the arena, so all of my 4-star champions and some of my 3-star champions. I thought I was going to have enough time to do that before I started the live stream, and that, of course, was not the case either. So I missed timing, I missed my timings there as well, which means, that was also the difference. That could have been the difference right there. I would have definitely scored, extra 300 to 400,000 points, and that's all I needed. There were a lot of other little things that I could have done throughout my grinding that could have improved, my score dramatically, more than those two examples right there. But maybe I'll talk about that when I'm actually doing the 24-hour cable live stream. So it's not the end of the world that I missed cable, or I'm sorry, that I missed Gwenpool here, but I don't think that the system should be changed. I've learned from my mistakes. I'm gonna do better going forward. And I guess that's it, guys. In a weird way, I had fun going for Gwenpool, even though I missed her. And yeah, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. I will be back to do a live stream later tonight. It's gonna start at my normal time of around 1:30 Eastern time. So if you want to stop by and hang out with me, we're gonna get back to preparing for cable, as this is only motivated me that much more in my preparations. So that's gonna do it for this one, guys. I will see you in the next video. Take care.